Hello, my loves. It's G here with Golden Thread Tarot, and we'll go ahead and get into the video, which you guys can probably tell by the title, as always, is What Ancestors Are Walking Beside You. I've been so excited to bring you guys this video. I've been wanting to do it for about a week or so, but Spirit has really, kind of told me, okay, wait until the proper time, get some rest, and so I really see why the energies, when I was pulling, when I was shuffling for you guys, pre-shuffling for you guys, the energy is crazy. I got 6 piles today, so it's probably going to be a pretty long video. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. Oh, right before, we'll go ahead and cover, I'm going to have stones that you're going to be picking from today. And I'm also getting told, if you meditate with these stones, you could also have some kind of conversation with this ancestor as well. So yes, or these might be stones that you just might need some of the properties inside of them. So pay attention to that, maybe look it up and, see what they're trying to tell you for additional messages with the stones that I'm choosing for the piles. So today, like I said, I'm looking here. Oh, and then at the end, we'll be doing some live shuffling once I come out with your tarot and your oracle cards. And then I'll be doing some live shuffling for overall advice from your angels or from spirit, from the higher forces. And what kind of connection you guys are having with this ancestor and exactly what they mean to you in this life. So let's go ahead and get into it with the pile selection, and then we'll go ahead and get into the piles. I'm really excited to get into these, okay? All right, well, I'll see you then. And welcome to your pile selection. So for pile 1, we have this beautiful amethyst. And it's a pretty light colored amethyst. I love this amethyst. It's one of the first stones that I ever got. It has a really special connection to me. Pile 2. In pile 2, I'm so excited to get into your pile. I'm not even gonna lie. Your ancestor is brimming, and we have here, it's a fire agate. They are brimming with lots of things to say. And I'm also hearing that some of you might be just really interested by what I just said about pile 2. And you know what? I'm kind of like, even your ancestor, I'm saying that there's going to be a story there. So, if you feel interested, listen to it because it might be entertaining. Okay, so pile 3, we have here the Bloodstone. It's pretty dark, this Bloodstone is. It doesn't have very many of the splatter marks on. You can barely kind of see them, even to the naked eye, not just on my camera. But you can just barely make them out. It's very old, very ancient. Okay, for pile 4, we have here the lovely piece of Howlite. Kind of the silent type on that pile 4. Pile 5 here. Now, I'm not exactly sure what this is, even though I love this stone. I love meditating with it. It's very grounding for me. I do believe it's a type of Jasper. If you guys can give me a kind of heads up as to what you might think that it is, down in the comments below, that'd be so appreciative because I've completely forgotten. I've had it for a while. I've had it for 2 or 3 years, and I've completely forgotten what it was. I do believe it's some kind of Jasper, though. It's beautiful, though. I love to just look at all the layers inside of it, though. Very deep, very layered. Again, that's pile 5. Pile 6. My lovely little Moonstone. All right. Well, once you guys get into that, I'll let you guys meditate on it for a little bit. Think which one you're being drawn to. Of course, as always, there'll be everything, all kind of information listed down in the description bar below, as well as timestamps. So I'll see you at your piles, okay? Bye, lovelies. See you there. Hello, pile 1, Amethyst. And I'm gonna already say I'm getting some very deep messages, okay? This ancestor feels extremely wise, very knowledgeable, kind of a father or an emperor spirit. It's very, very ancient, very, very old. I'm hearing shaman, so kind of a native peoples. I'm seeing feet in sand or feet in the dirt, a lot of grounding. Ooh. This energy is, I just want to listen. That's what I just hear. Just listen, just listen. Ancient wisdom about the earth and your body. Ooh, okay, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Okay, with your tarot cards here. Whew, we have the Hangman, the Tower, and the Queen of Swords. This is a person that demanded truth. They demanded justice. They could have been an air sign with this Queen of Swords here. I'm hearing Libra. I'm hearing justice, like the Justice card. Their major Tower card that they went through in their lifetime was gaining power. It's like they had like this come up story of being no one and suddenly being chosen and thrust into power, thrust into being this person sitting here on this throne, here the deliverer of truth and justice. And it gave them this different perspective on their life, on everything that they had been through in their younger years. All right, let's keep going. I have a bunch of cards to get through. Judgment, which is the Justice card in this deck. Yeah. The Sleepers. Yeah, it feels very much like they were discovered. Like they had some kind of talent and they were discovered. They got lifted from poverty very quickly. They went through a very, very fast spiritual enlightenment. Like perhaps maybe they were, yeah. It's like they went to sleep one day and woke up a different person, able to see the world in a completely different way. And having this ability, this spiritual connection that they had, thrust them into power. Towers don't have to be terrible things. They can be, you know, just things that shift the gravity of your existence. That's what I'm hearing. Just something completely different. Because it's like here, it's like this person was asleep one day, and then all of a sudden, boom, came in the light and woke them from their slumber. I'm feeling like sleeping on the streets. Cold nights, sleeping on the streets. Okay, for what lessons they are teaching you. Heart guardian, love and let yourself be loved. Oh, I'm sorry. It's very possible here. I'm being sorry. I got told to wait, hold on that, to be here, to come back to here. Because this card, it's about protection. There's some kind of protection that they're providing you here. Maybe they're keeping you from falling all the way down. Maybe if you feel wronged in a situation, it always feels like there's a judgment that comes for people who wronged you. That's from this ancestor because they have a very righteous sense of justice. And they don't like it when people wrong you. And they bring, they bring justice to the surface of this. All right, now I can move on. Okay, thank you. How to strengthen this relationship. Got several cards ahead, but they want me to go ahead and skip to that. Which is the Two Worlds card in the Akashic Records. And the Two Worlds card is about combining together your spirituality and your practical means of getting through the world. They want you to become more spiritual and combine those together. And just like this person all of a sudden went from nothing to being like this kind of almost spiritual leader in power, they want you to do the same. And they want you to do it by accepting your spirituality, a deeper spiritual knowing that you have inside yourself. I said it's really important that you know that. And how do you unlock that? Loved and be loved. Love yourself. You might feel like at some points in your life, people that used to be your enemies suddenly become your friends. And that's because this ancestor has brought karmic justice to that person, has enlightened them and made them see that you are not the enemy, even though they thought that you were. What's the shadow side of this? The end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. Absolutely. This ancestor is seeing you through a very rough time right now. If you feel like you are having a rough time, this ancestor is working behind the scenes to change the minds of people who have been turned against you. Absolutely. That's really what I'm getting from this. Yes, yeah, I don't want to keep repeating myself, but it's mostly that they have a very strong sense of justice, and they see that you deserve better than than how you're being treated in a particular situation or just in general, and they're working behind the scenes. They're putting an energy behind the scenes to really work that situation out for you. Okay, let's move on to your last card. Which is, how do you give back in gratitude to this ancestor for for the lessons and things that they are teaching you in this life? Protection. Protect yourself, protect your energy. Learn discernment from the things that have happened to you in the past. Understand that it's not for you to have to handle the burden of trying to make everybody your friend or make everybody like you. Some people are not just going to like you, but in situations where people are unjustly, kind of like hating on you or just speaking ill of you, this ancestor is going to come in and say no. But what you really need to do is help this ancestor out by having this protection for yourself. Look into protection spells. This ancestor really wants to, if that's your thing, if doing spell work or anything like that is something that you're interested in, this ancestor would love to come through and give you some information on that, on protecting yourself, protecting your energy, putting boundaries up, knowing that you can't always be a friend to everyone, but people who do you wrong will feel the justice of that, will feel the injustice of that in their heart eventually. And it's not for you to demand that of them, but don't worry, because this ancestor, this spirit has got your back. And they really want you to get into your spirituality. I feel like their spirituality, this awakening, happening pretty late in their life. And either they're identifying that with yourself, or they want you, or if you are a little bit younger, they want you to go ahead and get into it and don't wait so later on in your life, because there are really big spiritual lessons that you'll be needing to be learning, and you'll need to have this certain amount of awareness to be able, to see the signs and to see all the deep possibilities that those signs can show you. I don't know if that made sense. The signs are going to be very layered. And if the more knowledge that you have about spirituality, the more you're going to be understand to peel back those layers and say, oh, well, I know what that number means, and I know what seeing this animal means, and I know what the spiritual, lessons are here. So if you really start getting into it now, you'll be able to see those spiritual lessons even clearer, and they will be able to connect to you even more. Sorry about that, Pawan. Just like I was saying, get into your protection, get into preserving your energy, okay? But this spirit has your back, all right? All right, that's all I pretty much have for you. That was a pretty clear and concise message. I really hope this helps guide you. I really hope that you can help connect to this ancestor and that they really help guiding you into the future. All right, check out some of my other videos, and I'll see you next time, Pawan. Bye. Hello, Pal 2. And you have the Fire Agate. And I think absolutely that this stone 100% definitely embodies your ancestor that's coming through. I'm definitely feeling a feminine spirit. I'm feeling very warrior goddess spirit. I was hearing the name Athena over and over and over again. It could have been somebody that worshiped the goddess Athena, or they could just embody this kind of very wise but warrior, um, feminine spirit and energy. I was getting very much so like they were kind of misjudged in their lifetime, that people didn't understand a, a person, either a person with such a strong feminine energy or just a woman with such a strong energy that was very balanced in her masculine energy, as well as so she was totally able to take control and leadership and authority. And I'm really getting that this feminine energy lived in a time when that wasn't very accepted, for women to be so bold and so strong. And they're also a type of person that you could look at them and you could tell, wow, they have a story. They have a story. I want to talk to them. Like, just you could just sit down and have. I wanted, when I first felt this person's energy, I'm like, I want to sit down and have a 2 or 3 day conversation with this person, like that deep. Tell me about your life from your earliest memory until the last memory that you have, sort of type. And I would just sit there and just, you're kidding. You're joking. Oh my gosh. What? Like this, the story of this person's life, I can feel is very, like, just very incredible. I'm hearing like movies would be written about it, you know, books would be written about it, if anyone knew it. If anyone knew it. And this person might have felt like because they were this feminine energy that they got told that their story didn't mean as much simply because they were a woman. But they knew that that wasn't true. Okay, let's get into it. Oh yeah. Wheel of Fortune, Star, and a reverse Hierophant. Absolutely. This person was absolutely brought down by a male-dominated society, for sure, by the patriarchy. This person had a very brilliant, strong light that they felt like they had to mask all the time and live in a delusion. Something very strongly coming through the Wheel of Fortune about timing, like this person just in the wrong time period. Or this person found themselves at the exact right moment in time for their story to be heard. But it's possible that this person did not see their story to be heard in their lifetime. It's very possible that this could be a story that many people know, but they don't know it's exactly your ancestor. Because here I just keep getting drawn here to the people here, to the all the creatures reading the book, reading the books, reading her story, a story that spans throughout time. What's your ancestor about to? Who is this? In the end, this person was very wise, very powerful, but they did get brought down by a male-dominated force, or by a society that just didn't believe that women could do the things that this person wanted to do. All right, let's keep going. Yeah. Seven of Swords. Forging your own path, going your own way. That's what this ancestor is providing you with. This is the type of protection that they're providing you with in this lifetime. This ancestor has learned that it was so important for them to step out of their comfort zone, to go their own way. And that's what they're giving you in this lifetime too. Forge your own path forward. Don't be disillusioned by the people that are in power, people that tell you you can't do certain things just based on who you are, or your skin color, or where you come from, or how much money that you have. Don't listen to that. Because in the end, the story is known. No matter what they said, no matter what they said. That's what I just keep hearing in my mind. They thought that they could silence my story, but they couldn't. And that's the strength, the protection they're giving you. Step forward and make your story be known. Make your dreams be known. Don't listen to people who tell you that you can't do things. You can always forge a new path forward. You're on your own path forward. All right? What lessons are they teaching you in this lifetime? Absolutely. Magic Guardian, unlock the magic within. Step into the strength. Step into your true strength that's locked deep inside of you and let it be known. Let it shine bright to the world. Forge your own path forward. Don't be held back by standards of this has never happened. Nobody like that looks like you or acts like you or is from where you're from has ever made this work. Doesn't matter. Don't listen to those. Don't listen to naysayers. Don't listen to that. This spirit is on your side. This ancestor is here on your side to move you forward. For the shadow aspects of this, yeah, hold your vision. Exactly. Hold your vision. Don't listen to naysayers. Don't listen to, to these, oh, well, look at how high these mountains are and you'll have to climb all the way over them and who even knows what's on the other side. It doesn't matter. You know inside of you. Forge your path forward. 2223 on the clock when I look down. Do this. It's a new beginning for you. Gosh, this message is so beautiful. Oracle of Delphi. This is how to strengthen. Oracle of Delphi is about listening. You're getting visions. You're having dreams. This is your ancestor coming to you in this life and trying to tell you, this is how you do this. This is how you overcome the things that and it's time for you to pass that wisdom out there to other people. There are things that that this ancestor is trying to teach you, things that they learned that they want to pass down to you, that they know that people in our modern day time need to hear. And it's just so funny to me that I was channeling kind of like the Athena spirit in here with the Oracle card. Let your voice be heard. It's so important. Let your voice be heard. Okay? And then for your last card, what can you do to give back in gratitude for the energy that this ancestor is giving to you? Concealment cloak. And even though this card is about cloaking, the true meaning of this card, if you go in the book and read it, is about taking off the cloak, revealing your true self to the world. You're here wearing this cloak, concealing who you truly are and the magic that you truly hold within. Let it go. Throw off this cloak and become here. This light shining, a guiding light for other people. Maybe you're drawn to tarot. Maybe you're drawn to, having visions in your dreams and things like that that come true. Listen to these. Keep a dream journal. Keep pushing forward. Get your knowledge out there because it's so important. It's going to help a lot of people. Throw off these masks of delusions and let them all go. Let go of any doubt. Hold hope in your heart, positivity in your mind. Wheel of Fortune, now is your time. Now is your time. And this ancestor is here walking beside you, putting that fire in your gut, that fire in your sacral chakra and your solar plex chakra. Just connection between those two is just like on fire. And it's because that's just burning in your gut to go out, to do, to create, to do this. Listen to it. Okay? You're going to be great, lovely. I believe in you, okay? And so does this ancestor. They have your back. All right, that's all I got for you, pile 2. I really hope you enjoyed that. If you're drawn to any of the piles, give them a shot. If you're drawn to any of my other videos, go ahead and give those a listen to, and I'll see you next time, all right? Goodbye, lovelies. Hello, pile 3, here with the Bloodstone. So I'm already getting that there is some serious, heavier energy in here with this group. Sorry about that. There's, like I was saying, there's some serious heavy energy, some serious heavy karmic energy with this group. So I am also kind of out of nowhere, losing my voice. So some throat chakra work, I'm feeling my tongue is going numb, like it's hard for me to kind of form words right now. So this ancestor had a hard time speaking up for themselves, making their true opinions and true self like really known. I had to burn some Palo Santo and some white sage to kind of clear off, and I also had to open the window so if you hear cars going by or anything like that, like that's what that is. And I'm already feeling like this is not so much an ancestor as it is a past life for you, Pal 3. It's a form of a distant ancestor in the form of a body that you yourself, your soul used to inhabit, is what I'm hearing. If that makes sense. If you understand what I'm saying. It's definitely a past life for you. A lot of heavy karma, bloodshed, a lot of toxicity. And a lot of karma that's being brought up and that you're kind of feeling in this lifetime. Especially through like expressing yourself. Okay, let's go ahead and get into your cards. Yep. Ace of Pentacles. Chariot in reverse. For sure. Ace of Cups in reverse. Absolutely. So you were presented a gift in your life. Something that you were supposed to share with others. You're given an opportunity, but you did not step up and you did not take this opportunity. And you did not share. You kind of rejected this opportunity of love. I'm hearing I didn't step up and be the, this person is saying man. I didn't step up and being the quote unquote man that I should have been. I didn't take responsibility for the lies and the things that I said. I'm really hearing too over here that you valued, that this person valued money over love. And it held them back more than they realized. Okay, let's move on to the protection that they're providing you in this lifetime. Seven of Cups. It's very possible that in this lifetime, they keep you in a, if you identify with having kind of an indecisive nature, where you feel overwhelmed by choices, this person feels like they were too quick to make certain choices, too quick to make certain purchases, too quick to take opportunities where they should have given, when they should have spent time with their family, or they should have been giving love or spending time with their community or giving back. They chose themselves, or they chose money, or they chose materialistic things. And it feels like the protection that they're giving you is either giving you this indecisive nature where it makes you pause, or you feel like they're like you don't have that many options, you don't have that many choices. Maybe you would have an indecisive nature if you had more options. I'm hearing crows cawing in the background, so for me that's like a confirmation of what I'm talking about right now. That's one of my personal tells. And then I just heard another crow caw after that, so double confirmation for that. They're also calling for some kind of transformation in your life. And here I'm being really drawn, right? Like when this is upside down, it's like here this person is, it's here is maybe they're focusing on, you know, what they look like to others and getting receiving like victory and I'm winning and I have the perfect house and I have all these riches in here. But here, look, love is lifting and flying away. But here, yellow butterflies, you know, are a symbol of happiness. And here the butterflies are shifting through all these things and up here to love. So perhaps maybe this, something about taking options away so that you can see what truly matters, stripping away all of the falsities and all the mask in your life. All right, let's go on to the lessons that they're teaching you. 31:31 on the clock. Shaolin Master, be graceful in movement and action. Absolutely. So it's definitely the C. Slow down. They're teaching you to slow down. This ancestor might be working, like if you feel like you have a bunch of options and you're like, and there's a decision that you're supposed to be making, but you're not because there's so many options. This ancestor steps in and takes away the options away from you so that you're not to deprive you, but to make it easier for you to see what your true path is forward. And they want you to kind of slow down. Don't be so reckless with your decision making. Don't be so reckless with burning bridges or throwing away options because you're just like, oh, that'll never work, whatever, I'll just move on to this. To take your time, slow down. They might be really sending you into like some kind of hermit mode to kind of level yourself back out and be graceful, be slow, be graceful in your movements and in your actions with the things that you say and the choices that you're making. Take this moment to open your eyes and see what's really happening around you, so you have a better grasp of all your options and all your opportunities. Don't count something out just because it's something that you've never considered, or it's something you've never, maybe it's a career or something that you're kind of being offered, but you're like, I've never been schooled in this, or I don't have any, I don't have any experience in this, and I've never even thought of that. I don't know if this is a right option for me. I'm hearing, don't discount yourself. Don't discount how if you just take a little bit of time and teach yourself, and you might really surprise how good you are at things that you have kind of discounted and been like, oh, I could never do that. You might have some hidden skills that you don't know about, and this ancestor, this past life has really wanted you to come through and say, slow down and think about your choices before you make them. Think about your options, consider them, but don't get confused by them. Don't get too stuck in indecisiveness. You know, yeah, so it's kind of like this balancing. 33333 on the clock when I look down. Absolutely. Okay. That's divinely guided. Absolutely. Wow. That was a big, if you're seeing 333 all the time, that's this, or 43343 also here. Yeah, absolutely. 222 on my clock, on the time, in real time. Holy crap. There are so many synchronicities happening right now. 3355. Oh my goodness. Divine changes happening in your life right now, all over the place. Okay. You are being extremely guided. If you're seeing these number sequences, if you're seeing 222, 444, 333 around, these are all signs from your ancestors, from a higher path, telling you this is what you need to be doing. Really pay attention to the number synchronicities. Okay. Look that stuff up. Please. That's something major coming through. Okay, we have to keep going. um what is the shadow side of all of this? Yeah, your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. Absolutely. So you're a little too stable, a little too stuck in your ways. Sometimes you need to be a little bit more fluid, a little more graceful and fluid in action. Don't get too stuck. 3444. I'm just seeing all these number synchronicities standing out to me like crazy right now. Don't get too lost in indecisiveness. Your choices will be taken away. Keep moving forward. Make sure you're thinking about your actions before you make them. Don't be so impulsive. Your dreams need a practical plan. It's like this balance in between. Go with your gut, but look into what you're doing, but go with your gut. Don't. It was like what I was saying before. Live a little bit in the moment of what you're supposed to be doing, but don't get too stuck in your indecisiveness. So there's like this balance that's coming in with this past life, teaching you how to be graceful and to go with the flow, but also, you know, kind of release your expectations and have like this give and take equal balance between the two of them. Let's keep going. You actually, because this is karma that you need to release from this past life, you got 2 shadow cards. No strength, and you don't need to strengthen connection here. You need to learn the lesson, and you need to let this karma go. Okay? Communication is key. What was I telling you? Full moon in Gemini, or new moon in Gemini, I'm sorry. Communication is key. I was saying with the throat chakra, absolutely. You need to express yourself. You need to express how you really feel. You need to release this karma from this past life of not stepping forward, of not taking the opportunity of expressing yourself when it really mattered. Okay? And how should you give back, you know, to help you release all of this karma and everything? Woo, union. Some of you need to step up and tell somebody how you really feel about them. That's just point blank, period. Communication needs to be going. You need to stop weighing all your different options, and you need to make a choice and move forward. I just keep hearing, choose love, choose love. You know, whatever you're going with, kind of just go with it. It doesn't always have to be practical. You don't always have to be stuck in this. Everything has to make sense. It doesn't always have to make sense, but just be graceful and understand. Go with the flow. That's what I keep hearing. Go with the flow. Let go of your confusion and go with the flow. Bring in a union. This unity, this union is also about this balancing act, right? Bringing this balancing between pausing and taking the time to know what you're doing, and also going with the flow and trusting universe, trusting yourself. All right, that's what I got for you, Pal 3. I really hope you enjoyed this. Learn to let go of this karma and move on, okay? All right, and I'll get to you guys next time. Bye. Hello, Pal 4 with the Howlite. Okay, with this, I definitely got kind of a masculine energy for your ancestor. I'm feeling the stone feels very cold. So somebody that was kind of very cold, very blunt, very straight to the point. I'm hearing a very loud, deep voice. I'm also hearing, I'm hearing like marble. I'm hearing a heart of stones. This person might have either worked with stones or like worked with some kind of marble. I'm also hearing, like I was saying before, heart of stone. Or maybe this person actually was kind of a nice person, but they made this very hard exterior that they had. Also, when I was shuffling out your cards, I kept hearing like Hispanic. So you don't have to be, obviously, but if you are Hispanic, this is definitely a confirmation for you to be here. This is your pile for sure. And I kept hearing Tio, so like I Spanish for uncle. And I also kept hearing, I also kept seeing scenes from the Pixar movie. Oh, what is that? I'm so sorry. The name totally just left my mind. It's where the little boy goes to the land of the dead. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's totally like slipping my mind. I'm sorry, but that movie, scenes from that movie kept coming up, and I kept hearing ofrenda, like, so I kept hearing remember me, remember me. So maybe this person wants their story to be remembered, especially if you identify with either having some being of Hispanic descent or being Hispanic right now. I keep hearing desert too. I see that cacti. And oh, that's weird. It's an eagle with a snake in its mouth. Isn't that the sign of like the Mexican sign? Isn't that where like the old story is they built the Mexican Mexico City, where they saw that sign? I just heard like foundation. Okay, let's keep going. Ooh, this person, okay, it's really getting into it. Okay, so you got this person wanted to tell you a lot about who they are. You got one extra card than anybody else. Ooh, yeah. Woo. Okay, for sure. So, here. High Priestess. Yes, this person saw signs. This person saw signs, and then I just heard a crow in the background as well as I was telling Pile 3. That's definitely a confirmation for me. This person saw, like, really signs from spirit. Kind of like how I was saying, where it's like the story that they where will I build my town, the Mexico City? Oh, well, you'll see this symbol, this sign of, you know, a eagle eating a snake on top of a cactus, right? And it's kind of like that. This person saw signs and listened to their intuition. They had a really strong sense of their intuition. However, they used that Four of Pentacles as kind of a way to put themselves in leadership positions, but it wasn't always from a sense of wanting to lead people in a good way, but just wanting to kind of have a little bit of power to themselves. It wasn't necessarily for like a really bad thing, but okay, moving forward here with the Queen of Cups. Yeah, what I was saying with Heart of Stone, this person really felt like they had to hold back their love. They had to be this very powerful, very like very macho, very I boys don't cry sort of type is what I keep hearing in my mind. And they had to put up this very strong exterior. They had to really also fight for everything that they had. They really had to fight for every little bit of money, for every little bit of land, for everything that they got. It didn't come without a fight. It didn't come without them trying to acquire it, and they had to fight to keep it once they acquired it. And here, the Eight of Pentacles working really, really hard. And I channeled that too. I don't know if I said it, but I was feeling like a hard worker for sure. This person had, like I was saying, this person had to work really hard for everything that they had, and they had to fight to keep it as well. I'm hearing Empire. So they fought from having nothing to having something because they saw signs. They felt like spirit really showed them signs, and they listened to them, and it kind of just got them in this mood of flow, and it brought amazing success into their life. But it was something that they had to fight for their whole life once they got the power that they wanted. I'm also feeling like the Magician card. So it's like them like tapping into their manifestation powers, tapping into, yeah, I'm just hearing like listening to spirit, being in the right place, right time, just going for it, going this, going that, listening, asking for spiritual guidance at every decision, every deal that they made, and it put them on top. Okay. And here you got two cards for what protection are they providing you in this lifetime, and it is the Three of Cups, okay, okay, and the Knight of Swords, Truth. Sorry about that. I had a little message. I thought, whew, I'm running out of space. Three of Cups, partnerships, connect, something about business deals or deals, celebration, keeping you in a constant mode of being able to celebrate, paying off from their hard work. It's very possible that you might have inherited a good amount of money, and so now you get to be in this like celebration mode because of this person. Or I'm having parties. This person might be with you when you kind of drink. This ancestor might kind of be with you when you drink and you party, you spend time with family. That's what I'm hearing. They're really helping you come forward and bring truth forward in partnership. Something about working together. I'm also seeing like the Three of Pentacles here with this card too. It's showing me both of those. Bringing forth, for a few of you, this ancestor might be a one bringing forth a truth about a third party situation that a loved one that somebody that you were with might have put you in. And if you were wondering, like, how did I just find out this information? How did this just happen to come about so I could learn the truth? It was this ancestor coming forward because they didn't want you to not know the truth of what was happening around you. That could be for just a few of you, maybe for even just one or two of you. Yeah, but I just keep hearing business deals when I look at this Three of Cups. They're celebrating business deals, helping you to become successful. And if you don't see yourself as successful, this, you know, they want you to listen to their inspiration, to their sign, listen to their stories, getting, be inspired by how they made it in their life, and take some of that inspiration from that yourself. Move forward with truth and honor is what I just heard from this Knight of Swords. All right, let's keep going. What lessons are they teaching you? See your seeds grow. Absolutely. This person was a hard worker, and they want you to learn how to do the same. They want you to learn how to manifest all of this positivity into your life that they did. Manifesting good connections, good business connections. They want you to learn how to to gather all of this wealth in the right way, in a way where you don't have to fight for it. It's possible that this ancestor might have collected money in a not, in a kind of not so, kind of shady way, maybe, and they're like, I want you to put your seeds together in a legal way, sort of type situation is what I'm hearing. Very interesting. Let's keep going. The energy is gaining momentum in reverse. So yeah, they're saying act now is what I just heard. Act now. Put in the work now to be in this mode of celebration later. And I'm really being drawn here to all this purple here. I'm hearing work on opening up your crown chakra so you can receive these messages from spirit like they did. They want you to learn how to open up your crown chakra and get these messages, these guiding messages of how to make a business or some kind of partnership that you're really looking forward to. You have some idea. You just need to learn how to do it the legal way so you can claim the money is what I'm hearing. And you don't have to get into such trouble like they did. And you don't have to hide. You don't have to hide your wealth or hide your money is what I keep hearing. And they want you to come at this and see this guidance that you will get in a positive way, and not to use it in a way of, well, I'll just gather up as much wealth for myself and have all this power for myself. They're like, be careful when you do start, when this business does take off, or when this starts happening, you start acquiring this wealth. Mind how you are manifesting. What are the reasons? What's your intent behind manifesting all of this? Is it for power? Is it to help people? Is it to just, stabilize yourself? Make sure that you're wanting all this with the right intent, because otherwise you'll be put in a situation where you feel like you have to fight for it, like this ancestor did, because they weren't exactly requiring it with the correct intent. All right, how to strengthen your connection. Describe in reverse. So yeah, remember me. Remember I was saying that with your friend. Remember this person. Remember their story. Remember what they went through. Don't forget it. But I'm also hearing, use me as as kind of like a blueprint. So like, see how I had this really great work ethic, but don't try to exactly copy me is what I just heard. All right. And how to give back in gratitude to this spirit for all of the help and the lessons they're trying to teach you. Grounding in reverse. Yeah, here with all of the purple that I was talking about with the crown chakra. Open up yourself. Open yourself up. I'm hearing this person, this ancestor did not have enough humbleness in their life, and I'm feeling like this ancestor saying you're too humble. You keep yourself grounded way too much. You don't think that you could fly away, that you could have all these things. So I'll never be able to live up to this person in my family that did all this greatness. And you can. You absolutely can. And when you open up your mind and you see that you can do it here, you're trying to copy too hard, too exactly down to the wire. You don't have to, is what I'm hearing. You don't have to. You can forge your own path forward. I'm hearing I release you. I release you from having to do this. I release you from having to do the same thing that everybody else in our family had to do. If you feel like your success is elsewhere, go and be elsewhere. Gosh, it was so hard for that ancestor to say that, but that's what they're feeling. Okay, you guys got a little bit extra because I felt like they need a little bit extra to kind of come around. All right, you guys, that's what I've got to say to you. Hopefully you guys can help connect to this ancestor more, and you can, and hopefully that helped you guide you forward in the kind of decisions that it feels like you're like on the verge of making right now. All right, so you guys have a lovely time. I'll see you guys next time. Check out some of my other videos. If you're guided to any other piles, give them a listen. Bye. Hello, Pile 5, here with the unknown Jasper. And I'm already getting here a lot of grounding energy, kind of very Taurian. You might also be drawn to Pile 3 or Pile 4. So if you felt kind of drawn to either one of those, but you felt drawn to this one, like to watch this one first, maybe go back and watch one of those. Or if you're from those piles, hello, welcome to your second pile. Okay, so right off the bat, this person had a problem with some kind of addiction or some kind of compulsion, some kind of ailment. So it's something that they like that we in the modern times would consider some kind of addiction, but to them it was some kind of affliction is the word that I keep hearing. Affliction. They could have suffered from some kind of physical affliction or mental affliction. That could have been what they called what they were dealing with. But now in our modern times, we would call it some kind of compulsion or addiction. All right, let's get into your cards. Ooh, yeah. Here, the Devil in reverse. Some kind of obsessive compulsive, perhaps. The Lovers. Very Gemini energy is what I just heard. And then here. So what I'm hearing right off the bat is this person had a really hard time choosing a single partner to have. This person might have had something that we would consider some kind of like sex addiction or compulsive behavior to get into a relationship, break up with that relationship, immediately get into another relationship, get really serious in that relationship, break up with that relationship, you know, just kind of like serial dating. Okay, so they didn't even like me to say the word dating. They're like, I didn't date these people. It was purely like jumping again and again and again into physical connections to their detriment, apparently. And they would get stuck. They felt stuck in the cycle of rejecting relationship after relationship after relationship. But, you know, being here in the lover situation here, but also like kind of like I'm hearing like a fear of, ooh, I'm sorry, like y'all, just like a huge, I don't know if the camera picked that up, but that was such a huge shadow that just popped over, and I looked to the side too because there was this crazy sound that came from outside my window, and like this like shadow just passed over. Ooh, I just got the chills, you guys. Ooh, my goodness. My hair. I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't think you can, but my hair, I have the chills and my hair is standing up on my arm. Whoo. Mm. This person was battling some serious darkness in their life. And this person really did not I was about to say, I kind of lost what I was about to say. I'm sorry. This person had like a fear of commitment, and I'm feeling like this deep sinking feeling in my solar plex chakra. And I'm feeling almost like sick to my stomach. This person had a really bad, serious, they felt like being in a relationship was like being chained. I'm getting like this pain and like kind of like, it feels like ovulation pain. So it feels like this person, okay, this might be a bit much. 5555, big major changes. This person might have found themselves in some kind of situation where they had an incurable disease, like some kind of STD, because I just had such a sharp pain in like my ovaries. And I was feeling kind of sick to my stomach and feeling weird. Ooh, y'all, I'm hearing all kind of noises shifting outside my window. It's making my dogs uneasy. Hold on just 1 second, you guys. Okay, I am sorry about that, Pow 5. I had to take a second and take my dogs out and go outside and breathe and kind of reground myself, because my goodness, this energy is very intense. Even as I'm speaking about it, I feel my heart chakra is just like gripping tight, my throat chakra. This person, this person had to deal with a very dark energy hanging over them in their life, and it was addiction. It was a dark energy of addiction. This person might have even, I hate to even say this, but I keep hearing it in my mind, this person might have even dealt with somebody putting some kind of curse on them. Somebody definitely putting some kind of evil eye on them. Kind of darkness that hung over their life. I'm getting chills again, you guys. Okay. And it feels like if it was this darkness, it was this curse that came from, if you're not going to be with me, you'll never be with anyone ever again, sort of type deal. And my lights just flashed again. I'm having crazy chills all over my body. This person dealt with something very dark that was cast upon them. I'm so sorry for this ancestor, but it was their path. I hesitate to say that, but it was their path. Apparently they needed to walk down. Okay. This is heavy, guys. Let's keep going, though. Let's go ahead and get to this pile. Oh, yeah. Ways they're protecting you. Knight of Cups in reverse. Rejection is protection is what I just heard. You might have had some relationships that you felt like were going really great, that you felt like were just going swimmingly, right? Or you felt this really deep connection with somebody, and suddenly that person was like, you know what, never mind, I don't like you, or they were removed from your life or something like that. This ancestor was coming through going, you know what, I don't like the vibe of this person. Move on from them. Rejection is protection. I just keep hearing that over and over and over again in my mind. Three of Pentacles. Helping you to unveil your talents, unveil. It's what I just heard, self-worth. This person suffered from a very low self-worth, and they are really helping you to see. If you are the type of person like this person that felt like you always had to be in a relationship, that your ancestor is stepping forward to say, no, it's okay, you can be by yourself sometimes. And sometimes things don't work out with certain people because they were going to be a very negative karmic relationship in your life, and this ancestor stepped in and said, you know what, like, this karmic lesson that you're going to go through is optional. You could choose to not go down this karmic path. Please don't choose to go down this karmic path. And this ancestor stepped forward and said, you know what, no, this is too deep of a karmic path for you to go down. You might get stuck like I did. I got stuck with this kind of this really negative. This person could have caught a very severe spiritual kind of STD from somebody that they had a soul tie with, and it followed them around. And they did not learn, and it kind of ruined every relationship that they had after this person. And it crumbled their self-worth. And they're saying that if you find yourself in some kind of similar cycle, that they want. Not that I think that, you know, I have no judgment to pass on. I do not think at all personally that your number of partners or your number of sexual partners at all reflect on, you know, your character or the person that you are or your worth or your value. But I do think that there are certain partners that we have that can lower that value because they are a low vibrational partner, they're a karmic partner, or they are, which I mean, not to say that they're not as important as any other soulmate or true, you know, true loving higher vibrational partnership that you could have with anybody else. They teach you the lessons that you need to learn. But it is very possible, I have been in a situation myself personally where I have been in a karmic partnership that left me with this kind of, you know, feeling that I needed to cleanse myself and um, cleanse my spirit, because this person had addiction problems. This person had some darkness over them that definitely transferred onto me that I had to purge from my life. And you might find yourself in a similar circumstance, and you have a ancestor that is coming through saying, I also went through this circumstance and I am here helping you through this. Yeah. This is very heavy in my heart chakra, you guys. Let's keep going. Yeah. Lessons that they are teaching you. Direction, guardian. Choose your path. Yeah. Choose your relationships and choose your people that you choose to have soul ties with, especially sexual soul ties, who you are sharing your sexual energy with. Please be careful. Not everybody out there means you well. Not every, oh, it's just a, you know, just a quick fun time is really worth it, because it could leave you with not only actual physical diseases that some of them you can't get rid of, but it can leave you with spiritual ties as well to somebody that is a lower vibration, or that will try to, you know, whose vibration will kind of try to drag you down. Be careful who you partner up with. Be careful what path you choose moving forward. Be careful who you decide to partner with. And like I've said before, I am no into any kind of, however you want to say it, slut shaming or anything like that. Like I said, it does not matter how many the number of partners that you have had. That does not at all reflect on your value at all, in the least. Um, but you do need to be conscious of who you share your energy with, and understand that people can put negative energy onto you, even if you're not in a very strong, deep, connected relationship. It could just be a physically, you know, a purely physical relationship, and somebody with darker energy can put that onto you. It's, you know. Okay, let's move on to the shadow side of this. Yeah, South Node. Don't let your past hold you back. But it's being, yes, it was being shown to me in reverse. So it's like, learn from your past. It's like, learn your lesson and choose a better choice, choose a better path next time. Learn from the red flags. That's it. If you are seeing red flags in a relationship, learn from these red flags and move on from them. Okay, let's keep going. Yep. This is how to strengthen your relationship with this, you know, with the lesson that this particular ancestor is trying to show you. Will, wisdom, and mind. Absolutely. Will, wisdom, and mind. Rise above this. Learn your lessons is what I just keep hearing. Learn your lessons. If you see red flags, don't tell yourself, oh, well, I must just be in the same relationship again and again and again. You don't have to be. Learn the red flags and move on. You know, don't feel the need to, you know, to have to be with somebody at all times, even when you see that this person is not that good for you. It's better to be by yourself, is what I just heard. All right, and how to give back in gratitude. You got 2 cards for this. How to give back in gratitude to the spirit, to thank them for the willpower is what I'm hearing, to move forward, to let go of these negative soul ties. Some of you guys need to look into cord cutting. Some of you guys have an ex or somebody that you have been in some kind of sexual relationship with that has put something dark on you. Okay, and I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to say this to scare you, but it's the truth. I am seeing all kind of shadows out of the corner of my eyes and things. The energy is feeling very heavy. There is something out there that really doesn't want you to know this message. Please listen to this. Cleanse yourself after your partners. Cleanse yourself. Have discernment. Okay. The look of the cake ain't always the taste. Is what I just heard. Okay, so you be careful. Please be careful. Incubation. How can you give back? Incubation. Forgive yourself from your past. Take yourself back to an earlier time and start anew. 10555 on the clock when I said that. Absolutely. Manifest something new. Yeah. What was I saying? Respect. And it's not about, that you respect yourself more if you have a lower number of partners or anything like that. I will keep saying that over and over again, as I'm not trying to trigger anybody like that. But this whole have a higher respect for yourself than to lower your morals, or to be with somebody that is not good for you, that doesn't have any good intentions towards you, just because you need affection or you want company. It's okay to be alone sometimes. I'm hearing also light a candle and light a black candle for protection, and light, because I'm being really drawn here to the pentagram here, for protection. You need to protect yourself, because somebody has definitely put something, like I'm saying again, I'm not saying this to scare anybody, but you feel stuck, and you're stuck because somebody has put something dark on you. And it might not have been even intentional on their part. They just carry this around with them, and they give it to all of their sexual partners. So you guys, please be careful out there. Cleanse yourself. Look into doing yoni sting cleanses. Look into, just taking a bath and then standing there naked and running like a selenite wand over your body, or cleansing yourself with white sage steam. And if you can, go celibate for a little bit. Do these cleanses on your body every single day, releasing this energy. Do meditations with your sacral chakra. Look up cleansing your sacral chakra. Let go of some of this heaviness. You guys feel a lot of heaviness in your heart. You feel a lot of mistrust for people. You need to let that go. All right, you guys got a little bit longer reading too, but it felt really heavy, and it felt like you guys really needed to hear that. Okay, this is really important for somebody. There's no judgment here or anything. This ancestor came through, is like, I dealt with something similar to this. Please help me. Please let me help you, guide you through this. Okay, and it could just be guiding you here to this, so I can tell you, be careful with who you're partnering with. Okay. This really feels like somebody you've been with in the past, and you need to let go of some darkness they have put on you. Okay. All right, you guys, I'm really praying for you guys to feel heavier, to feel less heavy than this, kind of opening up your heart chakra a little bit, opening up your throat chakra. Please, if you need help, any kind of counseling or anything to get over whatever kind of really kind of toxic relationship that this felt like, please reach out and please get it. Okay. I love you guys. All right. You guys love yourself. Okay. Check out any of my other videos, and I'll see you in another pile if you get drawn to it. Bye. Hello, pile 6. We're almost through the video. Here with the Moonstone. I had to take another minute, a little break between your pile and pile 5, because that was really heavy. My goodness. We're gonna keep going though. Here with the Moonstone. So with yours, I got this berry. I keep seeing visions of the moon. This person might have been like a moon gazer. I'm feeling like for some of you, this was a feminine ancestor. For some of you, it was a masculine. That they were kind of, I keep hearing mystic, like mysterious. They were very mysterious. I keep hearing like cloak. a night owl, somebody that moved in the shadows, but not necessarily, just moving at night. They stayed up a lot, looking at the moon, looking at the stars, studying astrology and planets. For the masculine energy, I'm hearing like looking through a telescope. For the feminine energy, I'm hearing just looking up at the stars, paying attention to the movements. I keep on seeing like circles, like paying attention to the lunar cycles. This person was very wise, very extremely intelligent, and kind of like a wise beyond their years, especially for the feminine energy. I just heard getting a lot of downloads. All right, let's go ahead and get into your cards. All reversals. Oh no. Okay. Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands. Sorry. Two of Wands in reverse. And Four of Swords in reverse. And with this Four of Swords in reverse, I'm seeing, like when I looked at this, I immediately heard the downloads again. So you might have been a person that dreamed a lot, that when you did dream, you got like these downloads. But it's like maybe you didn't rest that much, right? Because you were up at night studying the moon cycle, studying the stars, doing those things. So you didn't get that much sleep. But when you did, it wasn't very restful sleep because it was constantly you getting downloads, messages from, higher sources, from your spirit guides. Having a lot of fantastical dreams is what I'm hearing. A lot of dreams that made you feel like you were traveling. So even when you were dreaming, you weren't really resting. And here it just feels like you wait, like here, instead of being able to be here, laying down in your dream, right, and being peaceful, it's here where you were still working, still traveling, still your mind was still very active. Maybe you were a lucid dreamer. You did some astral traveling. Well, this ancestor did. Maybe you do too. I just noticed I was saying you. So maybe you identify with this, and maybe this is why this ancestor has come forward. Or it could be what they're helping you with. They're helping assist you with. They're also presenting you with a ton of opportunities, or here, like a ton, like white, the wands represent the mind. So a ton of ideas, a ton of downloads. If you identify with that, if that resonates with you, you're getting a lot of channeled messages from all different kind of sources. Maybe some, I'm hearing like clairaudient, clairvoyant, but sometimes it's like you're dreaming a lot and getting a lot of the downloads, traveling a lot, but it's kind of almost like when you wake up, you can't remember them. Or you can't exactly see, it's harder for you to put two and two together because you're getting so many downloads, you're getting so much all the time. It's harder for you to kind of pare that down to, okay, well, what did this mean in this dream? What did that mean? What did this part, you can see that there's signs there, but it's almost too much where it's hard for you to focus on one particular thing because there's just so much hitting you all at once, all the time. Okay, let's get into your cards. Word protection. This is Ancestor writing you with death. Number 13, death. Change. Understanding cycles. That's what I just keep hearing, cycles. This ancestor is here to come forward to help you to understand. I'm so sorry about that, pile. 6, I ran out of storage space. I had to take a little break and free up some storage space for me. So I really feel like, as I was saying here, right before it cut off, the death card, this ancestor is helping to protect you with bringing in change, to not letting yourself get stuck in old karmic cycles. They're bringing in constant change so that you constantly have to stay, I don't want to say like on your toes, but like so that you're constantly changing and evolving and not staying too steady or too stuck in any one possibility. They really want to help you break out of cycles that you've been stuck in. Okay, let's keep going. Yes. Okay. For lessons that they're helping you learn. Medicine guardian, be open to healing information. Yes. What was I just saying? Yeah. Being open to changing ideas, to new things, to people coming in and having outside sources that can really help you change and evolve what you thought were the possibilities. And this is going to be very healing information that's really going to help you step out of negative karmic cycles and heal past hurts and past wounds that you had for yourself. Really do some really deep, like I'm seeing in my Starseed Oracle deck that I have, I'm seeing the deep cellular healing card. So definitely helping to heal some really deep soul past wounds that you've had, that you have occurred. I'm hearing soul scarring. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but that's what I just heard. And then the fire guarding, ignite your passions. Yeah. The lessons that they're teaching you. You have so many options, so many downloads, so many things that are coming to you all at once. Don't discount the signs that you're getting. Don't discount the opportunities. 8 of Wands that are coming towards you. Don't discount opportunities to learn. Don't get too stuck in looking into the future or looking to the past. Make sure that you're living in your present moment. Yeah, they just keep saying cycle, cycle, cycle. Don't get stuck. There's a cycle that you tend to let yourself get, a karmic cycle that you've been stuck in, and they're trying to help you break out of it. I just heard the first step to admitting that you have a problem, to solving your problem is admitting that there is a problem. So don't be scared to ask for help from outside sources. Oof, and you guys got a third lesson. I didn't even notice that sitting down over there. Mirror Guardian. Take time to reflect. Yeah. So look at what you've been through in the past and help that steer you into the future. Yeah. Oof, but here, this person is definitely a guardian angel. I'm thinking for you. Look at all the wings on here. Definite guardian angel vibes that this person is for you. That this ancestor is now here in your life. Maybe somebody you knew in your lifetime that has already passed over, or maybe you haven't known them. I'm also shifting around a lot, which is about like shifting perspectives, things changing around. You might have been experiencing a lot of change in your life. Like I was saying here, keeping you on your toes, keeping you moving and moving on to the next, and keeping things here. But I was saying, remember I was saying I saw a dark, like a black cloak here with the death card, keeping things changing, keeping things movement, keeping things fluid. Don't get too stuck in one place. Don't get too stuck in a single cycle. Learn your lesson and move on. Reflect back on any mistakes that you think that you have and learn from them. Be open to healing, to healing outside information, to hearing information that other people have for you. Because some of the people that have come into your life are here because your angels have sent them here into your life to help guide you in the physical in ways that they can't. You're learning a lot of lessons in this lifetime. You have a lot of angelic help in this lifetime as well. I'm hearing 2, maybe possibly 3 different angels like looking over you. I'm hearing Michael, I'm hearing Raphael, and I'm hearing Shamuel. You have a lot of angelic protection around you. My goodness, Pal 6. This ancestors of yours has gotten out of the karmic cycle of needing to be manifested here in the physical world and has gone on to the higher angelic realms and has now become sort of like a guardian angel for you. Oh my gosh, there's so much power here, you guys. This is, whew, yeah. the shadow side of this. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. Absolutely. They're wanting you to step outside of, you know, like here, being so focused and be focused on your present. There's this sense of looking to your past to learn your lessons, but don't get caught up in the past. Don't get caught in, I wish it could have been this way or it could have been that way. You know, it can't, and you can't go back and you can't change the past. And looking forward to the future all the time and just thinking, well, it'll be different then, it'll be different now. That it kind of distracts you from changing what you need to change and do what you need to do in the present right now. So you need to have this bigger picture thinking where you're not only observing the past of what has happened, but releasing and letting it go, where you're also manifesting and looking forward to things in the future in a healthy way, in a kind of setting goals and setting things like, I want to work towards this, but I also have to pay attention to making things happen right now in my life. So there's really this need to balance out the multiple, you know, to kind of combine together all your timelines of your past and your present to really help influence what are you going through right now in this particular moment is very significant for you, whatever you're going through right now, pile 6. And it might feel, with this moonstone, it might feel kind of mysterious, is what I keep hearing. Mysterious. Like the future seems unknown and mysterious, but that's okay. Here, how to strengthen your connection, diversity, 5 of scrolls. Yeah, that's here with this changing, constant moving, constant learning and evolving, learning new things and moving and pushing yourself forward. That's here with this diversity. And here too with the 8 of Wands, so many different possibilities. You know, this ancestor just really wants you to keep moving forward. Don't be afraid of change, is what I just heard. Let go. You might be working a lot too here, double with your throat chakra, with the green, with your heart chakra here. I felt that definitely earlier. And then here, with the red and orange, maybe both your root and sacral chakra. And to be opening and balancing all of those. Double here too, with the red here, with the sacral for sure. Or the root, I'm sorry. Sacral is orange, but still. Yeah, for sure. Definitely also too, there's here with your solar plexus, with having confidence in yourself, moving forward, knowing that you can adapt and move through anything that gets thrown your way. You can do this. All right, let's finish up your read right here. You also got 2 cards as to how you can give back in gratitude to this ancestor for helping you and for the lessons that they're teaching you here. Rebirth, you'll absolutely, exactly, embrace this change. Your ancestor is like, embrace this change. Embrace this new you, this rebirth of who you are. Allow yourself to evolve and change freely. Guardian, absolutely. What did I tell you? Guardian. Some of you might have familiar, like some of you might have been given an animal. I'm hearing specifically a cat or a bird. That is a gift from your spirit, or you might be getting a familiar gift for your spirit, something to help you ground, something to help you really connect to. Embrace that, because this is kind of like this animal or this, yeah, it's feeling like it's going to be an animal or an energy coming into your life is here to help guard you. And like I was saying earlier, with all of these guardians, right, with the mirror guardian, you know, medicine guardian, fire guardian, and here again with the guardian, you are extremely protected. Okay, move forward and understand that you are protected, and whatever changes you need to make in your life, spirit is here to help you. They're giving you downloads, they're giving you the information that you need to move forward. Okay, keep a dream journal, pay attention to your dreams. This winter, these winter months right now, sorry, excuse me, might be very significant for you. The next 2 or 3 months, by the end of February, I'm hearing you're going to feel like a different person. Just keep moving forward, okay? All right, I'm so excited for you guys. I really hope you enjoyed this this reading. I really did. It was really intense in some reason, in some, you know, parts of it, but it was beautiful. Like I was saying before, to any of my other piles, if you're drawn to any other pile, please check them out. If you're drawn to any of my other videos, please give them a listen. There's probably something there for you, okay? So you guys check that out. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.